from my personal experience, the only way that I have found, the only consistent way I have found to break through these different levels and simultaneously solve these, because these are just taken care of them along the way, the problems are just taken care of along the way. The only way that I have found where I'm consistently able to outperform what I statistically should be able to achieve. And I feel like I can say that with some authority, because it's not like I've just made $10 or $10 million. I mean, we're talking tens of millions of dollars in revenue. I don't have any authority on this topic, but maybe it's because I got hung up on my underwear, like the kid in the picture, and something's wrong with me. I don't know, but I'm going to share with you guys a different way of thinking and acting that will absolutely bring about a different result for you by the end of 2012. Guaranteed. It's mathematical. And the aha moment I had yesterday was remembering in 2004 when I finally got it, clicked. So this was 50,000. So June 21, the day I quit my job. So I was here. And I'd never really broken above this 50,000 line. Between June and December of 2004, using this concept, I went from, on a yearly basis, it would have been 500, because I made $250,000 in the last 6 months of 2004. So 500,000. So it went like that. And I thought I got lucky. I'm like, I didn't believe it myself. I'm like, I guess that's what it feels like to get lucky. And then I was afraid that I would lose it because I didn't feel like I really earned it. It just seemed too easy. I was working a heck of a lot harder for everything I had, fighting tooth and nail down here for years. How the heck all of a sudden could I increase my income by a factor of 5 and just something's wrong? And it was even before I understood leverage. And I immediately began to try to reverse engineer what I did. And that's kind of what I'm sharing with you guys, is a reverse engineered example of at least to my best understanding of how I did this. But it never, I think I can tell you for sure, I didn't get here or here by focusing on the problems. Because all I had been doing in my life up to that point was focusing on problems and what's not working. And as a result, guess what I got? The existence of survival, right? So if you wake up, say you live in the jungle, say this is, 1,000 years ago, you wake up in the morning, you go behind the bushes, you take a leak, go to the bathroom, find some water, splash your face, oh, I'm hungry, okay, reactive, go find some berries, eat them, go sit down with the family and fiddle with the fig leaves, and then, oh, I'm here for lunch, okay, let's go hunting, so you go kill a monkey, have that for lunch. Survival is easy, anybody can survive. When you're just reactive, and you're just reacting to the challenges and thinking, okay, well, I need to make this much money because that's got to cover my bills. I want to have this, I want to have a nicer car, so maybe I'll work a little bit harder, but we stay in that zone. And this zone will never outperform our self-image is what it boils down to. So in 2004, I made the decision that I was worth, and the minimum that I was going to settle for is $30,000 a month. And I convinced myself that I was worth that. And the way I convinced myself that I was worth that was by understanding how I could actually make that. And I only believe things that I can figure out. I have a very difficult time having faith in something that I can't prove. Just my nature. I don't seem like a skeptical person, but I have to understand how it works. When I was a little kid, I would tear apart my toys just to see how it worked. And I was more interested in how it worked than actually playing with it. Legos, the same thing. I grew up playing with Legos, and I would just constantly be trying to reverse engineer it. I would build it according to the plans, and then I would tear it apart and see if I could build it better. It's all just about understanding how things work. And in 2004, I read a book, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. You guys hear me talk about this book all of the time. And what Wallace D. Wattles says in that book is that if you think and act in a certain way, and he cites all of the different, this was written, I think it was written in the 20s. It's like, it's a mathematical equation. You can actually calculate the results that you get, the value of your income and your lifestyle is absolutely, actually calculate that. You can actually calculate how you can double, triple, quadruple, and it has nothing to do with what you're doing. It doesn't matter what industry, it doesn't matter what company, it doesn't matter what your strategies are, it doesn't matter your language. It's not circumstantial at all. And he proves this, and it's really interesting. And when I read that, I finally understood for the first time how thoughts become things and how the world actually works. And it's a really interesting read. It's free, you can get it online, it's a public domain. But what I did is I did some crunching some numbers, and I thought to myself, you know what? I don't know how to make $500,000 a year because I've never done it. I don't know anybody who's doing it that's going to be willing to teach me how. So, after reading this book, I realized, hold on a minute. My conscious mind, when I know, each of us, there's a lot of knowledge up here, right? So if that was to be signified by, say, this, and education, and this is where your logic and your rationale is. If I could somewhat tap into wisdom, the subconscious, this book told me that every experience I've ever had, every conversation I've ever heard, by the age of 18, we've already experienced enough, and our subconscious has filed it all away, but it's not accessible to the conscious mind. It's all there in this vast database. It's all there, and but it's in our subconscious. It's not accessible in your conscious mind. I can't even remember what I had for breakfast. I mean, so why would I try to build a business with this? Think about it. Up until this point in my life, I was using my logic and rationale and decision-making skills as I went through life. I make the decision to get up on time, good, it means I'm not going to lose my job. And those kinds of decisions. And you decide to hone your sales skills so that you can become a better salesman and sell more mufflers. But logic and rationale was not going to get me to this next level. So I had to figure out how I'm going to tap into this vast database of wisdom.